And I think that's pretty damn impressive, because it's hard to keep a team motivated and keeping their faith in you. I've had experiences with that.
It's also one of the moments that you mentioned at TA9, the mispick. I know they released the in-game comms, right? Or the in-booth comms, I should say, for that specific moment. There was not a second of doubt or blame or anything. Everybody was instantly, oh, we can do this with it instead. Like, they rallied behind that. Like, there wasn't, you know, it was without hesitation. It was just go and follow the leader. And that's another thing that Taiga obviously mentioned in that same interview, where you have one person making the call, and it doesn't matter if it's a good or a bad call, you follow that one person. And in this case, following Insania has led to a grand finals victory here over Na'Vi. Team Liquid, they did it the hard way. They are used to doing it the hard way through lower brackets. And they did it in style in the grand finals. There was no doubt about which team was the better one in this best of 5.
Oh, absolutely not. I think it's really important in these grand finals. Like, there's always the possibility of the comeback, but when you come in and get that big of an advantage, like having a 2-0 lead is so difficult to fight back against. Like, if we imagine this being a best of 7 and a best of 9, who knows what Na'Vi could have pulled out. But they lost those 2 games really, really quickly. They got stressed out. They got caught off guard. And once they started figuring out, okay, this is what Liquid's doing, they had 1 life left.
Yes.
And, you know,
too late.
It's kind of a bit too late in this final. So
I think if it starts 1-1, maybe it's obviously going to be a different series. But that's just such a hole. And you can see Liquid's confident coming into the series. You give them a match point with 3 tries, like, they're not going to break.
They are indeed not. It has been a phenomenal performance from Team Liquid. And overall, we've seen a lot of great Dota 2 matches. I want to hear you guys' final thoughts on the tournament as a whole, because coming into this, obviously, we had kind of other expectations in terms of who got to the finals. But in general, like, how has the Dota been treating us, you feel, Sint?
I think overall the biggest, like, the headline for the tournament is underdogs, right? Like, it's just that it's not just that the finals result is different. We also had Mud Golems getting 3rd, right? Like, the teams that got really far in this tournament were not expected to. So it's just awesome to see that the competitiveness is getting that bit tighter, because that's something a lot of people have been complaining about. Like, oh, Secret's winning everything. And it's always these, like, big 3 or 4 teams that make it. New Blood is doing well. Yeah. Good to see.
Pretty much, that's my takeaway, too. Like, it's just good. I think it's a good sign for the long-term health of the sport and the game that I love. I'm happy to see a group of guys I've known for almost a decade take home a title, finally. And I'm just looking forward to seeing some more Dota. I want to see Mud Golems participate more. I think we'll see Na'Vi make it to a podium a little more often. CIS Dota maybe isn't dead. V-Tune, a potential superstar in the making. A lot of bright spots on the horizon.
Definitely a lot of bright spots on the horizon, but this bright spot right here, you know, we're gonna have to say goodbye, because once we have crowned a champion, that's it. That's the end of the tournament. It's the end of ESL 1 Germany 2020. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much from everybody on the back side and from us, of course, as well. And we hope to welcome you back next time around. But we're not gonna leave you empty-handed. We're gonna leave you with some moments that deliver.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, still breathing. part of something more than this. I've lost control of it. I've lost control.